Jai Meher Baba, Archana,
How are you?
time no see.
No, I was here last weekend.
Achha. How have you
I
been?
was all good, all good.
The Mawalis are all under control.
Absolutely.
Have they started doing the work? Still?
Yes. They've begun almost a fortnight ago.
Arey wah. Oh,
Yeah, they cannot be sit at home. They're just workaholics, all of them.
true. बिजनेस होता है तो ऐसा ही करना पड़ता है बाबा.
हाँ, अभी सर्वाइवल का बात होती है ना.
Jai
Things are
Baba
really
Sam.
bad.
Jai Baba.
अरे Archana, good thing you come.
हाँ, tell me.
Will you be able to sing Ustad Dhanyawad?
I don't know the words completely. No,
So,
sorry.
नखरा बहुत रहते हैं.
नहीं, Nakhra nahi. I would love to sing, but I really don't know. Had Yuvan been here, he would have sung. He knows it.
करके लाओ.
Jai Baba, everybody.
जय बाबा. Who's
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jyoti.
Yeah, hi Rakesh.
trying to catch hold of someone who can sing? Okay.
Biku there? Biku or Rati?
Rati is
Are
there.
they on the thing group?
Rati is here.
So Rati can sing.
Archana, is there any other song that you can sing?
Yeah, Pia. Hello.
You want a Baba song only?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I can sing any other. I can sing what I sang last year at the WHH.
What song is it?
It's a Madhusudan bhajan.
Which one?
Khol diye. It's about. I'll tell you the exact words. Just give me a moment. Khol diye meher prabhu ne. Like I sang at the WHH last year.
We'll mute the mics.
Arjun, 2 minutes hai, Raja.
1 minute.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Okay.
60.
Yeah.
So what is WHH?
Winning his
heart.
Oh God.
What's going
That's
on
what we-
currently?
That's what we need, more acronyms.
Yeah.
So abbreviations.
Yeah, this is
LOL.
Khol diye prabhu
By the way,
ne
that was
madhushala
LOL.
ke dwar. Is that okay, Sam?
Yes, ma'am. Anything is fine.
Okay, fine.
Mayor, is it okay?
पानी पीना है हमारा.
Sorry.
Moms. पानी पीना है, पानी. ऐसा गाना लाइक है तू आज.
Dinesh.
Why is everyone so quiet?
You're observing silence.
Okay.
Good one.
Arey Baba. Rakesh, 1 minute to go, huh?
Yeah.
Archana, the bhajan is short, na? Not too long.
It's not very short and it's not very long either. If you want, I'll just sing 1 or 2 stanzas.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So when would you want me to sing?
After the prayer, if you can.
Okay. Fine. No issues.
Thank
you.
Yes. Record. Once Sam starts.
Okay, Rakesh, it's time.
Start now. Okay, Sam.
Jai
Yeah.
Baba, everybody. Let us start with a short prayer. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Jai Baba, everybody. Welcome to Baba's world. What can I say? Welcome. This is the world where it doesn't cost you a penny. Doesn't cost you a penny. But you get paid in tons and tons of love just for participating. That's how it works. So let me now begin with Archana Grover to please sing a few lines of the bhajan. Thank you.
Fine. Thank you. Jai Baba.
Jai.
Somebody's mic seems to be on, yeah. खोल दिए हैं मेहर प्रभु ने मधुशाला के द्वार खोल दिए हैं मेरे प्रभु ने मधुशाला के द्वार आज यहाँ जी भर मधु पी लो आज यहाँ जी भर मधु पी लो बिना विचार अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय बरसों तुमसे बातें की है सदियों नाज उठाया है बरसों तुमसे बातें की है सदियों नाज उठाया है तब आकर इस जन्म में मैंने तब आकर इस जन्म में मैंने बाबा तुमको पाया है बरसों तुमसे बातें की है सदियों नाज उठाया है तुमको जो अब पा ही लिया है तुमको जो अब पा ही लिया है अर्पण तन मन अपना किया है अर्पण तन मन अपना किया है तेरे दरस की मन में लगन में दामन तेरा थामा है लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको, लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको जन्म जन्म से चाहा है, बरसों तुमसे बातें की है, साथियों नाज उठाया है। आए बाबा हम नित तेरे द्वारे, आए बाबा हम नित तेरे द्वारे, दर्शन तेरे बाबा भाग्य हमारे, दर्शन तेरे बाबा भाग्य हमारे, तेरा प्यारे ही बाबा हमको खींच यहाँ पर लाया है। लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको, लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको जन्म जन्म से चाहा है, बरसों तुमसे बातें की है, सतियों नाज उठाया है। तब आकर इस जन्म में मैंने, तब आकर इस जन्म में मैंने बाबा तुमको पाया है, बाबा तुमको पाया है, बाबा तुमको आज पाया है, तुमको आज पाया है। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Jamshedji, sir, are you ready to roll? Unmute, boss.
Yeah, sorry.
Avija.
Yes. Jai Meher Baba and welcome to everyone. Rakesh put slide number 1. Okay. Thursday before last. Rakesh, slide number 1. Thursday before last, I talked to you about the history of Merazad, and this was without audio visual, but you could identify with what I was talking because you all have been to Merazad, and therefore you could exactly walk through the place and could understand what I was talking about. Unfortunately, last Thursday, we talked about the history of May Spiritual Center, and sadly, most of you have not been to May Spiritual Center, and a lot were disappointed because they couldn't place things together. Today is an audiovisual show, so you'll get some idea, some basic idea about what I'm talking about, which is May Spiritual Center in South Carolina, USA. But before I take you there, I have one more thought, namely, I have to thank a few people who have sent me photographs of this place, and they are Madhuri, They are Parinas, they are Maruk Noble, they are Debbie Nordin from USA, Kathy Riley from USA, Khurshid Katrak from Mumbai. So this, and my own stock of photographs that my wife had taken when we were there. So let's get on and let's see how things work out. If you don't understand something, I think you can stop me in between and ask if you're not too sure of what I'm talking about. Okay, now this is what you see on the screen is the entrance to the Mare Spiritual Center, founded 1944. Frankly, in 1944, the team entered this place to start the work. So the pilgrims didn't enter this place for maybe another 3, 4, 5 years. But the center possibly was founded in 44, and therefore we read 1944. It's been 75 years then when it was founded. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Rakesh. Okay, this is the lady in red skirt is Debbie Nordin. We all have heard of Debbie and Peter Nordin. We were at their place at Asheville, which is in North Carolina. Debbie and Peter drove us from Asheville to Mare Spiritual Center. What you can read is Gateway. This is the reception center. The moment you come in, by the way, this place is on main highway. It's on a huge, big highway, and suddenly you're into the woods. So you enter this gateway, and this is your registration cabin. You register yourself, you go inside and register yourself. Apart from registration, there are other rooms where you can go and enjoy the audiovisual shows as well. Okay, next slide. Yeah, this is the registration cabin. You come here and you register yourself. Not only you register, you also make your payment for the cabin that's allotted to you. And mind you, over here you are only paying for your lodging. Your food, etc., you got to manage on your own. The room you see at the back, that is where you can sit and have your audiovisual shows that you want. Next. Yeah, these are the woods. This is what it looks like. There are some areas which are more thick than this, but basically it's all wood, all green all over. The green in the sky, blue sky, that's it. Next. Yeah, now this is the pathway, or this is the trail. And when you enter this place, you have been advised to at all times wear closed shoes, and you got to be careful of not exactly wild animals, but semi-wild animals like coyote, snakes, etc. So you got to be careful, and you are advised to follow yourself only on these trails and not to stray, no cross-country hiking on this place, absolutely no, you got to follow the trail only. And so this is the trail that you see. Next slide. Yeah, this is another trail. Next slide. Yeah, this is Baba House, also called Mare Abode, but people normally say Baba House. Now this is where, when Mare Baba went in 52, 56 and 58, this is a place where Baba stayed. And this is a compound, there's an entrance, there's a gate. We'll see the gate in the next slide. And outside this, there are two cabins called the near cabin and the far cabin. And a couple of men monthly would stay with Baba in this house. And if Baba wanted to call someone, all they have to do is, one of the monthly would have to do is to come on this veranda and either shout out or clap. And someone from near cabin would rush and come over here and say, yes, what is it? So someone would say, go and call X, Baba wants X or Y. So therefore, the near cabin and the far cabin. Yeah, next. Yes, this is the gate I'm talking about. You can read, there's a very small board, you can read, it says Mayor Abode. And inside you can see the Baba house or the Mayor Abode. Next. Yeah. This is the log cabin. We'll go inside. Log cabin is where Baba gave interviews to individuals, to families, to groups, etc. So this is the outside of log cabin. This was therefore very much there 75 years ago. Next. Yeah. This is inside log cabin. Baba sat on this chair in the log cabin and gave interviews. Next, please. Yeah. This is the meeting place. This wasn't there when Baba visited. This came in much later. This is the entrance to the meeting place. Next, please. This is the Long Lake or the Star Lake. Originally, it was called the Star Lake. Now it is called the Long Lake. This lake is 1 mile long. 1 mile is 1 mile. It's a huge, huge lake, and you can see how deep it is as well. And what you see on the left is called the boat house. You see a small rowboat. That's the rowboat where people can go rowing in the lake or on the lake. On the right, the green shade that you see, there's a gondola inside. We'll come to that when we talk about the gondola. But let me tell you about this rowboat. When Baba was there, the women Mandli, namely Mera, Mani, Dr. Goer, and Meru, these were the 4 girls. They were called the girls. Baba said that take these girls on the lake. So one of the Western ladies took them on the lake, and Baba also said that teach the girls how to row the boat. So they went on a ride maybe a couple of times, and the girls were taught how to row the boat. So the next time Baba said, now you will go on your own. The 4 ladies, the 4 women, Manli, Baba said, you go on your own now, let's see how you row the boat. So the ladies, they did go on the boat, they did have a ride. So that's the lake. We'll come again to this boat house. Next, please. Yes, this is the lake. You can see the far end of the lake, all green, everything green. Yeah, next, please. This is the lady who took us on the boat ride. Chitra, her name is Chitra Alvarez. She was also one of our hosts at her house. And so we are on the lake now. Next, please. Yeah. Now, what you see here, the green, Rakesh, take us to the next slide and come back. Yeah. You see this? They call this algae. These two slides, they call this algae, and it is said that some kind of minerals in this water in the lake, and sadly enough, because of this mineral, this algae growth takes place on the lake, right plop into the center. And right now, as we talk, the lake has been cordoned off, the lake has been closed in the sense nobody can go into the lake. Swimming is a complete no-no. There's no swimming, was never allowed on this lake because there are alligators on this lake, and hence no swimming. Today, the gondola and the small boat, the rowing boat, they are off this lake because they are clearing up all this algae business. So if you go now, as it is, the center is closed for the reason you know best. but even if it opens, the lake will not be open. Lake will be closed till they clear off this algae. I don't know why they call this algae, but whatever it is, what. Yeah, Rakesh, next please. Yeah. This is Maruk Noble. The lady in the front is Maruk Noble. Okay, Maruk, will you come in? Maruk, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead, Maruk.
Okay. No, I don't know who that other girl is, but that is me. And this is the boat house. And there is a gondola also just next to it. And when we had gone, it was like about for 4 or 5 days. And it was very nice and peaceful and everything. Now, the one thing was that everyone started asking me, do you feel Baba's presence? Do you feel Baba's presence like all the time? And I actually did not feel it so much. But I know, of course, Baba is there. But then on the last day, when I was sitting on the bench in front of the lake, I said, Baba, everyone is saying that, do you feel my presence? So I said, I don't know if I'm feeling your presence, or are you really here? And there I saw in the reflection of the lake, Baba's image. And I said, oh my God, he's definitely here. Like he's showing it to me that, yes, I am here, So I've sent a photograph of that also.
Okay. Okay, Rakesh, next slide. Okay. Now this is the bridge. Is Pari on the line? Parinaz?
Yes, hello, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba Parinaz. Would you like to say something about, you already said it last time. Can you repeat about this bridge?
Yeah, so this is the Lagoon Bridge, which is very close to the boat house where Marukanti was sitting. And the wood planks that are currently on the bridge are not from the original wood planks that Baba walked on. They had to be replaced because the original ones were becoming really very old and they wanted to preserve it for posterity. And one of the things that happened with me when I went to Meher Spiritual Center was that I was very fascinated with this bridge. I've always been fascinated with these wooden bridges that go over water bodies, I think, because of my blindness. I connect with these bridges and the sound of the footsteps on the wood. And when I would walk, I would make it a point to walk on this bridge at least once a day back and forth. And when I would walk on this bridge, at a particular point, there would be this very gentle breeze flowing. And whenever I would reach that point, I would stop, just close my eyes, and I could feel the breeze flowing on my face. I could hear the sound of the waves below my feet. Sometimes just to hear the wooden effect under my feet, I would tap my feet as well. And I could feel the warmth of the sunlight on my face as well. And I knew I was surrounded by trees and I could hear the rustling of leaves and bird calls. So in that moment, I could feel as though Baba was present with me right there. So I love the Lagoon Bridge for that reason. And yes, and because I was so fascinated, and when they told me that they've changed the wood, I was a little disappointed that, oh, I didn't walk on the bridge that Baba did walk on. And I was there attending the youth Sahahvas. And during the youth Sahahvas, they usually give all the participants and the staff member a gift associated with some article of Baba. And that year, the article that we did receive was a piece of wood from that very lagoon bridge that Baba did walk on.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Parinaz, thank you so much. There is a story related to this area. Let's see a few and then I'll tell you this story. Okay, Rakesh, next please. Yeah, this also is taken on the bridge. You can make out that this photograph is taken on the bridge, and if you on cell phone you won't be able to mark out, but if you see there are some steps up behind at the back. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the gondola which I talked to you about last Thursday, and even Maruk talked to you about this gondola. So this is the gondola. Now let me first talk about this gondola. In 1980, I had toured Europe, and one of the places I visited was Venice. And unfortunately, I could not sit on the gondola in Venice. So when I came here in 2007, I said, wow, finally I'm going to sit in this gondola. And sadly enough, it started raining and the gondola ride was gone. So I thought maybe we'll sit the next day on gondola. And next day, the guy who would help us with the gondola, you need special skill to maneuver this gondola. It's not like a rowboat. So this guy was not around. So Chitra took us on the rowboat. So I've not sat in this gondola. And gondola is off the waters in any case. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, next slide. Okay, now when you go to this Mez Spiritual Center, in the olden days during Baba's time, they had constructed small cabins, and they were so small that there was nothing like kitchen facility. When I come to log cabin, I'll show you what I mean. But subsequently, over the years, they have built more cabins, and these cabins are much bigger. You can see the bedroom, how big it is. It's not only the bedroom, but they also have kitchen attached to it. I think we have a photograph of kitchen as well. So they call this the Taj Mahal, because as compared to the log cabin, the small cabins, they look very luxurious. So we were fortunate enough to stay in both the cabins, the small cabin and the new cabin. So this is the new cabin that you see. Yeah, Rakesh, next please. Yeah, this is the Katrak family, and they are standing at the entrance at the gateway. I'll introduce the Katrak family from right to left. Adil is on the right. Adil's brother is behind him, who's in Toronto. The guy on the right of Adil is Yazdan. That's Adil's son, Yazdan. In front of Yazdan is Ardavira. Ardavira's left is Khurshid, his wife, and Adil's wife, Parviz, is at the back. So that's the family, Katrak family. Khurshid, are you there?
Yes, Jimmy, uncle.
Yeah, would you like to say a word or two, or maybe a few lines, please?
I'd say that it was a magical experience that we had at Myrtle Beach when we got there in 2016. I would like to explain the guest house where the Maiji's Mandli, where Baba's Mandli lived, the women Mandli lived when they were in, because that has left an indelible impression on my mind.
Okay,
So,
I'll call you again, Khurshid.
sure, thank you.
When we come to that area, hello.
Yes, Jimmy, uncle.
When we come to that area, I want you to come in. Okay.
Most definitely. Thank
Please,
you.
please. Rakesh, next please. Yeah, these are the steps I was talking to you about. Immediately after the bridge ends, the steps begin. I'll tell you the full story when we finish with the log cabin. Then I'll ask Khurshid to come in again. Yeah, next please. Yeah, this is the inside of the log cabin, and mark this window. We'll come back to this. Mark this window. So this is where we stayed. Rakesh, next slide, please. Yeah. Now this is the log cabin. if you, maybe with cell phone, you may not be able to see, but those who are on computer, laptop, right in the center, you see the logs. This side also logs. This is made of logs. And so this is the log cabin. Now, let me go to the bridge. Now you got some perspective of the area. So let me go back to the bridge, and let me start from bridge onwards. We have all been to Mehrabad, sorry, we've seen n number of Baba films, and in many films we see Baba and the man Manli walking on the bridge. Now, unfortunately, when I walked on this bridge in 2007, I think it was not the original bridge that Baba had walked on. I think by that time it was changed and a new bridge was made. But whatever it is worth, we stayed in this cabin. Now this cabin is at a place which is, let's say, secluded from the whole of my spiritual center. So you got to cross the Lagoon Bridge and come to this cabin. So every time, so twice a day or 4 times a day, I had to cross this bridge morning and afternoon, morning and evening, night, to come to my cabin. So my wife Firuza and I stayed here. So we stayed in this cabin, hence we had to walk on the bridge n number of times. And once I stood on this bridge, and because Baba had walked onto this bridge, I'll tell you in a minute why. I stood there and I did Buzavenar Arti. Maybe because I became emotional, so I did Buzavenar on the bridge, reminding myself that Baba walked on this bridge every day. Now, why did Baba walk on this bridge every day? Is because first the bridge, then the stone steps I showed you a little earlier, then a little on the left is the log cabin. And if you go further up, that is this guest house that Khurshid talked about. Khurshid will come to that guest house a little later. So in this log cabin, when Baba came in 52, Elizabeth and Norina stayed in this cabin. Now, Rakesh, go inside the cabin. Rakesh, go inside the cabin. Yeah. So these 2 ladies stayed here and they took turns. They sat at this window. One of the 2 would always sit at this window. And from here, you can see the bridge. From this window, you can see the bridge. And the moment they saw Baba coming up, because Baba would come once a day to visit the ladies at the guest house. The guest house is behind this log cabin. So the moment they saw Baba coming and walking on the bridge, one of them would run to the guest house and they would shout, ladies, ladies, they were called girls, 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 Baba's coming up, Baba's coming up. So these girls would be ready and they would come at the gate to receive Baba. So that's this window is all about. So let's come outside the log cabin. Rakesh, yeah. So no, this is not log cabin. Rakesh, please, this is not log cabin. The earlier one. Yeah. Yeah, this. Now, I told you, you go a little up and there is this guest house. Okay, Khurshid, tell everyone what this guest house was meant for.
Guest house is the place where Baba's women Mandli used to live whenever they came to Myrtle Beach. And as you enter this place, as you enter the compound, what strikes you is, oh my God, it's such a pretty English kind of a cottage. And the garden is equally pretty. And we saw all women gardeners, all ladies working in the garden, not a single male gardener. There were ladies working in the garden, making it so pretty and nice. As we entered the house, there was a passageway. And then on the right, we saw kind of a dining room with a long table there. And we were told that this is where the ladies had their meals, and there were times when Baba would come and have breakfast with them there. Then we were led on to a huge balcony which overlooks the lake. It's a huge balcony, and there is a sit out there, and that's a lovely, very calming feeling that you are sitting on this balcony overlooking the glassy lake. Then we were led into the living room. From the living room, we went into a tiny windowless bedroom. We were told that this is where Mani Auntie, that was Mani Auntie's room. That is where Mani Auntie slept. And only through Mani Auntie's room could you be led into another very tiny but very, very pretty room. And that was Mehramai's room. And Mehramai's room had windows opening out onto the lake. It was just a very tiny room where you had one single bed, one desk, and one chest of drawers. And it was straight out of a picture storybook. It was so pretty. And just to be standing there and to think that this is the bed that Mehramai laid on, this is the desk she sat at, and these are the chest of drawers that she used. It was an absolutely beautiful experience. And one thing I must say, that if ever you're visiting Myrtle Beach, you can request for to be put up at the guest house, and they will scrutinize your application. They will check you out, and you might be lucky enough, Baba willing, to get the guest house as your living quarters. But of course, that provided you're a group of ladies. No men are allowed. So when my sister-in-law Parveez and I got the permission to walk into the guest house, our men, of course, had to stay out. So that was my experience. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Khurshid. Yeah, exactly. This is what I want you to touch, that only women are allowed. When Firuza and I had gone, Firuza was taken and shown this place. I was not taken, and therefore I don't exactly know what this place looks like. And therefore I asked Khurshid to talk about it. Something else I want to talk to you about this guest houses, and Khurshid did touch upon this, that originally in the early days, only those who knew Mera very well, only those who respected Mera very well, only those who knew Meramai's hasti as to who she was and what she was to Baba, only those ladies who respected Meramai, they were allowed to stay at the guest house. But sadly enough, now when the whole of the center is full, some ladies who may not even have had any interaction with Meramai. Initially, only those who had interaction with Meramai were allowed. Then they laxed, those who respected Meramai were allowed. Now I'm told that if the center is full, everyone is allowed to stay. So the old timers, the old ladies are, let me say, rather upset that they allow anyone to stay there. So that's about the guest house. This is the log cabin. Okay, shall we move now, Rakesh? Next slide. Yeah, this is the meeting place. That's yours truly. Next slide, please. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I think that was the entrance to the barn. So this is the barn. This is where, when there was a large crowd, Baba met here. Baba met the large crowd here, and this would be full. Parinaz, are you here?
Yes.
Parinaz, would you like to please speak what you said last time? Repeat.
Yeah, so when Elizabeth selected this barn, one of the reasons she selected is because there were no columns or pillars. So whenever Baba would assign anybody in the barn any form of duty, they could stand anywhere in the barn and all they had to look up and they could see Baba's face. There was no pillar obstructing their view of Baba's face, and that is the reason why Elizabeth selected this particular barn.
Do you, Parinas, do you know of the story behind this chandelier?
No, I
Not
don't.
really.
Nahi ji.
Khurshid, would you like to say something?
I don't know much about the barn, Jimmy, uncle.
Okay, never mind.
Honestly, I can't recollect.
Never mind. Maruk, do you want to say anything?
Oh, I don't know either.
Never mind. Okay, the yellow chair that you see, the yellow chair at the back, this is the chair on which Baba sat during his trips, and on this chair Baba presided. And the other chairs that you see in the center, all the chairs, on the left there's a dining table, something like a dining table. We see a little later. All these chairs, I presume, if you see them closely in the other slides, you are not, they have been cordoned off. You cannot sit on these chairs, because it appears to me that at some other place also Baba had sat on these chairs, like the interview cabin, the lock, wherever it was. And these chairs are brought here and kept here. So this is the log cabin. The whole of this, I beg your pardon, this is the barn, and it will be full up. It will be full up to the brim when Baba would be with people. Okay. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is yours truly, and this is Debbie Nordin. Same barn. Yeah, next. Same barn. Now you can see, go back, please. Yeah, as Pari said, the view from any angle, you sit wherever you like, and you are bound to see beloved Baba very, very, very clearly. So that's about the barn. It's quite huge, looks quite neat and quite big. Next, please. Yeah. This is the original kitchen. This, let's see the photographs first, then I'll talk about it. Yeah, this is the lounge of the original kitchen. This is the kitchen area of the original kitchen. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, this is one of the kind of area from where you can see the green and you can lounge around. I do not know where this is, but must be, yeah. Now let's start with this. This is the entrance to the original kitchen. I hope they have painted this part. I don't know how it looks now, but this photo is taken by Firuza. This is how it looked in 2007. And I said, why does it look so shabby? Why can't you paint it? And they said that Baba had said that keep everything as it is for 700 years. So this is it. They don't paint it. I think it's stretching too far. I hope they have painted it by now. Anyway, I'm told that on this original kitchen, a tree fell during the last cyclone. It was shut and they are redoing this original kitchen. But since I've been there, they've extended this original kitchen and they've added more and more areas. So over here at this place, on some weekdays in the afternoon, they would provide tea, coffee, and cookies. So you can go there, you can enjoy tea, coffee, and this was like a meeting place where people can get together, they can get to know each other and start talking, start introducing themselves. So this is where we had our tea, coffee on some afternoons, mostly the weekend afternoons. Then if you move right of this place, there was this library and a lounge. And if you move further down on the right, there was a kitchen. Rakesh, let's go back. Let's go back. No, one second, go slow. Now this area, I don't remember, this looks like some additions. Yeah, one second, show the kitchen. Now, this is the kitchen where we were, immediately after dropping our bags at the log cabin, we were brought here and we were told that since you don't have a kitchen, you will come here and you'll cook your food here. Now there were two refrigerators, huge. You can call them industrial refrigerators. I'll show you what I mean when we go to the refectories. But there were rather two refrigerators, and the lady opened one of them, and she said that half the shelf is for you. You can put whatever you want to put. This is your shelf. And she put a sticker there saying Khans. So half the shelf was for us. We could put whatever we like. Then she opened another refrigerator, and there were two shelves, and they were full of stuff. And the lady said that, Firuza, you can eat whatever you like from these two shelves. And we said, but who is this? I mean, whose is this? Why can we have it? And the lady explained to us that when you come in, you don't have stuff to eat. You haven't brought anything to eat. So those who have left before you, they have left their stuff over here. So this is for anyone and everyone to just open it and enjoy. Then when we left after 2-3 days, whatever was left on our shelves, Firuza emptied that shelf, that part of it, and put everything on those two common shelves. So it's like a rotation. What you don't have as you walk in, you can open that shelf, those shelves, and eat from there. And when you leave, you either take it with yourself, or if you don't want to take it with yourself, you open the other fridge and you put it there for the others to enjoy. So as you can see, you can't see the pots and the pans and the cooking area, which is, I believe, on the left side. But this is where you cook everything that you need, crockery, cutlery, you name it, everything is there. The oven is there, the stoves are there, the sink is there. You can sit on this table and have your meals, etc. So let's move. Rakesh, let's move. Yeah, this is all original kitchen, but these are all add-ons. These are all add-ons. Yeah, this is the lounge, but I don't remember this part. They have changed quite a bit. Next. Yeah, same here, original kitchen. This also I don't remember. Next, Rakesh, next. Move it, next. Next. Yeah. This is Jamin Newell. This guy is a Baba singer. He's a PhD or medical doctor, I don't know, because it's called Dr. Jamin Newell. You go on.
He's a professor.
Oh, okay. So he's a PhD. He's a professor.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he has a beautiful voice. He sings well. And you must go on YouTube and just type Jamie, Jamie, Jamie Newell, and you'll hear hordes of songs. Beautiful singer. I've heard him in the US, and I heard him even at Samadhi. He was here a couple of years back, so I've heard him at Samadhi as well. Yeah, Rakesh, next. Yeah, this is refectory.
Jimmy, I just want to add one thing.
Please.
He's the one who wrote the lyrics for Ustad Dhanyawad and music also.
Yeah, Ustad Dhanyawad, and also the New Life song. Those who have heard the New Life song, the words are beautiful, and you got to listen to him. He's very good. And not only is very good, but you can hear every word of what he's singing. So it's very clear also for Indians, for us. It's very good for us because you can hear every word of what he sings. So this is refectory. The Webster meaning of the refectory is not refractory. It is refectory, which means a dining hall at a spiritual place, at a religious place. And the other meaning is a long, narrow table with heavy legs. But the meaning here is a dining hall at a mission. And this also is kind of a mission. Let's see more of these photographs. Yeah, Rakesh. Next. Yeah, this also is that refectory. Next. Yeah, you can see the spelling here. It is refectory. This is the entrance part. Next. Yeah, this is the kitchen at the refectory. And the two industrial refrigerators I talked to you about, they look something like this. They look something like this. So you can use this refrigerators. You can cook your meals here. And there is dining area where you can eat. Looks very fancy to me. Very, very fancy. What I remember of refectory is just one big hall. They made it very fancy and very smart. Yeah. Next. Yeah, this is the cooking area. Yeah, cooking area. Next. Next. Yeah, this is called Dilruba. This is the library. And this is the only place which was air conditioned. And even today, I'm told that this is the only place which is air conditioned. So very well stocked library, and there are computers. You can sit on computers, and you can see a lot of Baba videos and movies, etc. So that's the library for you. Next. Yeah, yours truly. Next. Yeah, this is my wife, Firuza. Next. This is the library. Yeah, once again, library. This according to me is the meeting place. We'll go inside and I'll tell you about the meeting place.
Jimmy uncle.
Sorry.
Jimmy uncle, that what the earlier slide was of the lagoon cabin.
Oh, okay, go back. This is the lagoon cabin.
This is the lagoon cabin where Baba used to meet families and give interviews.
Oh, okay.
It has a very, very kind of a sacred and like sanctified atmosphere when you enter it. You just feel something different.
Okay. In the early days, Baba did allow some interviews also, as Khurshid said, an individual or a family or a group. If there's one group, the group would be allowed to come in, and Baba would talk to them, and so this is the lagoon cabin. Khurshid, thank you. Please, I request anyone and everyone to correct me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, next please. Yeah, this is the meeting place, the entrance to the meeting place. Yeah, this is the meeting place. In front, what you see is the stage. You can see the steps on your right going up, and on the left is the piano. And I gave 2 talks at this meeting place. During Baba's time, meeting place was not there. It has come in subsequently. And entertainment programs, the singers, those who are invited to give talks, all this is done over here. There are a few more slides for this. Yeah, this is at the meeting place on the stage. Yeah, so this is the meeting place. Rakesh, go back to the Mahabaleshwar photo. Rakesh. Yeah, about this Mahabaleshwar photo, it is said that the place where Baba stood, this thing was jutting out, and over years the whole of this place has fallen down into the valley. So the whole thing, including the railing, etc., just doesn't exist anymore. And Maruk, I think Maruk, will you come in?
Yeah.
Did you tell me that Baba said that this spot will become human and there'll be no evolutions for this, or was it Parina's?
No, maybe Parina's, because I remember this is called Tiger's Leap.
Yes, but this doesn't exist anymore.
No. It doesn't,
No,
but
this
but
is
there is a small place there still now.
Jimmy uncle, I think from what you're describing, I can't see the image, but from your description, I think you're talking about Arthur's seat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do think that Baba did specify something about the stone that he did stand on when it did fall down, that he's pushing it forward in the evolutionary phase.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay, Rakesh, let's move. Yeah. Next. Yeah. This is once again the boat house. This is the boat house where you can lounge, you can come here, you can sit, you can enjoy the green like Maruk did. Just chill out over here and enjoy the waters. Next. Yeah. This is the last. This is the Atlantic Ocean. Unfortunately, I do not have the slide which shows, it's only when you come on this part, the Atlantic Ocean, that on either side of the green that we have, the center, on either side you see very tall buildings, 5-star hotels, condos, and they are all for those multimillionaires. And but the beauty is that when you are inside, we're inside in the woods, you don't see any of this. You don't see any of these buildings. That's the beauty. That's the beauty, that you are so cocooned in the greens all over that you just don't see the buildings from inside. And apart from the lake that I talked to you about, the long lake, there is another small lake which is very close to this to the beach. It is called the Gators Lake, the short form for Alligators Lake. And here there are a lot of alligators in this lake, small lake. Therefore, it's called the Gators Lake. And Baba stood there and Baba said, "Well, I don't see any alligators here. Where are they?" So someone remarked that, "Baba, because you came, they vanished." So I think this is it. This is the last slide. But before I sign off, I would like to tell you one thing, that Rakesh and I have spent hours together putting these slides together. Hours together. We have burned midnight oil for this, and we should all thank Rakesh for this. Rakesh, are you there?
Thank you very much.
Rakesh.
Thank you, Rakesh.
Thank you,
Rakesh.
a very good
Thank you,
job.
Jimmy uncle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy
Thank
uncle.
you,
Both of you.
Rakesh.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy uncle, it was very nice.
Thank you,
Lovely.
Jimmy,
Nice.
uncle.
What
Thank you both.
amazing place it
Yeah.
is.
Thank you,
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And Rakesh,
Yes.
there
Thank
is
you.
Thank you.
there is electricity. You didn't
Thank
have to
you,
spend
Rakesh.
any oil.
Rakesh has become the quarantine hero. Thank you both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Lovely.
you.
Thank you, Jimmy
Yeah,
uncle.
Baba. My pleasure.
Thank
Hey,
you,
Baba.
Baba.
You were
Enjoy.
mentioning, can I just ask a question?
Please,
You were
please.
mentioning about the chandelier at the barn.
Yes.
Past the stage, you're going to elaborate on it? No.
Please look, but please others switch off mic,
No.
because
No. I was just going to ask you if you said that you were going to elaborate on the chandelier.
please.
No, not me. I don't know anything about it, but I was wondering if you were going to elaborate on it.
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I just want to add one thing to the
Please,
gondola.
please.
So, Jane Haynes' son, Charles Haynes' brother, John Haynes, every year during Thanksgiving, which is on the 4th Thursday in November, every year in early 80s, he used to give everybody a ride. We used to, he would say, "Come hop in," we would go, and he would just take us around. And I think they stopped doing it. I'm not sure if John's coming there anymore. So that's certainly I do remember in 80s, whole of 80s, they used to do it every single year. And they also used to have a Thanksgiving dinner, with all the pilgrims. They would cook, and we all used to sit and eat. And the following Saturday, Thursday, not Friday, but Saturday, they used to invite this African American family. It's a tradition. I think they still do it. So year after year, they would call them, and then again we used to have a big feast.
Yeah, when you said ride, what did you mean? What exactly you meant by ride?
I mean, he would take us for a ride in his gondola, John.
Are you meaning gondola?
Yeah.
Okay, say that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, thank
So,
you. Anyone else? Sam,
Yeah.
would you like to come in now?
Yes, I would.
Please
Jai
come.
Baba, Jimmy, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
There is no more lantern cabin.
I've not heard of lantern.
Yeah, no, because we occupied the lantern cabin.
Okay.
When we went, it was a long back.
All the cabins are there. I mean, there is also this
Lantern, no,
cabin.
they said it is a lantern cabin. It was written in the front. Then there is one tree Baba planted there.
It died down. It didn't last. Very sad.
Okay. I remember that.
Yeah, very sad. But I read 2 days earlier that tree did not last.
Because we saw that when we went. It was a long back.
Yeah, must be, and the cabin you are talking about must be a small cabin. Am I right?
Lantern cabin, like a family. They gave for a family.
Was there a kitchen there?
Yes.
Okay, there was a kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam.
With the 2-3 rooms.
Okay, Sam, come in.
Okay. Thank you, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Baba, everyone. Unlike Jimmy Khan, I don't have any slides, nor do I have any expertise to explain to you about the Myrtle Beach. My visit to Myrtle Beach was in early 80s or late 70s, one of the two. I don't remember exactly. And I had the good fortune of accompanying our late president of the Bombay Center, Mr. Darabsa Katra. The two of us had gone on this trip. Now, I was with Air India, so I got free passage to most of the areas, and then I had to pay small money to go from New York to Charleston and from Charleston to Myrtle Beach and stuff like that. I don't want to go into all those details. But there are a few things that happened to the pair of us, Darabsa and myself, which are so deeply etched in my mind. To begin with, when I was planning, when this was in the planning stage, I happened to speak to one of my friends in Air India. His name is Surti. I told him he was in traffic department, and I said, I'm interested in going to United States, and there's a place called Myrtle Beach and this, that, and the other. So he jumped with joy and he said, Sam, would you please do me a favor? Would you take a parcel of sweets? Because I have a very good friend staying around that area, and I'd be very obliged if you can take this parcel. I said, I don't mind taking this parcel, but that person, I don't know how and where we are about Myrtle Beach. I'll call him up and he'll have to come and collect it. On that condition, I don't mind taking the parcel. So we collected the parcel and I took it along. And I still remember we landed at Myrtle Beach. It was quite a nice long flight. A couple of changes at Charleston, this, that, and the other. And then the first thing I did when we got into our room was I kind of grumbled to Darabsa, okay, Baba, this parcel is hanging on my head. I think I should get rid of it in right earnest. Let me call up this fellow, whosoever it is, and let me get rid of it. So we call up this gentleman. His name was Mr. Tata, T-A-T-A. Parsi gentleman from Bombay, he said, I'll call you back in a couple of days. We were going to be there for quite a few days. So he said, I'll call you back in a few days' time. Probably I'll come and collect you both and take you over to my place for dinner. So we said, okay, fine, whatever it is, let's see. In the meanwhile, during our stay here, there were a couple of things which I'll never forget. One of them was that there was this kitchen where
We can't hear you. I can't hear you at least.
I think his internet is got jammed. Yeah, his internet. Let's wait for
Frozen.
Yeah, can't hear him. Or please
Acha,
can't
can,
hear him also.
Rakesh,
Yes.
Rakesh,
Yes.
can I come in the
Yes.
meantime?
Yeah. You talk.
Okay. When we were there, we were taken to Sharia shop. Now I thought we are being taken to Sharia press, but we were taken to a shop by car, a little outside, and they were selling all those things. It was just like any other bookstore. Then after I came back, I realized that I never saw Sharia press, something which I always wanted to see. And I was told that that is still further away, quite a few miles from Sharia store. So sadly, I never got to see Sharia press.
You should have asked Andy.
Sorry?
You would have taken. You should have asked Andy Leslie.
Yeah, okay.
You would have taken.
Yeah.
Next time.
Okay, some other time.
Yeah.
Some other time.
So, Jimmy uncle, you want to close the meeting? I think Sam will take.
Hello, I'm here.
He's come back.
Okay.
He's come back. I think internet went off. Yes. Sam, continue.
Sam on.
Aji?
Continue.
Sorry?
Sam, continue.
Oh, okay. So there was this masale ka pata, and when I asked, what is this thing doing over here? And they said, the ladies, Elizabeth Patterson, who had established this center here, on their way from India, they picked up this thing because Baba liked having chutney. And this is how that chutney was being prepared. And it made me cry with joy. The kind of devotion that these ladies had. I mean, you can imagine in those days when the voyage was on the ship, and there you have this goddamn thing packed in gunny sack and all that, this heavy pata, the stone, and it was carted all the way from wherever it was. I think maybe they collected it from Bombay and brought it down and wherever. But that devotion is what impressed me the most. Another thing that I forgot to mention was that during this visit of ours, the Arab Shahs and mine, there was a terrible hurricane just a few days before. And therefore, there was terrible destruction all around. Trees had fallen and all kinds of things were in, it was quite in shambles, in other words. And then I still also remember the Arab Shah and myself we had arranged to meet Kitty Davies. My God, what a lady she was. I distinctly remember her office, or whatever you call it, was somewhere on the first floor. We had to climb up the steps and all. And the Arab Shah had a great big box of chocolates he had bought as a goodwill, a gesture. So very appreciatively, she accepted it, opened it, and gave us pieces of chocolate each as a prasad. And believe you me, folks, I really felt that this is something like Mani Auntie or Mehra. Just imagining someone like that giving us those small prasads. And then this Elizabeth had written a book, and she gave me a signed copy of that book as a return goodwill gesture and all that. Now, as we come back to our cabin, we get this call from this Mr. Tata to come over that evening, that night. So he comes in his car and picks us up. And he didn't live very far from this Myrtle Beach. And so we drove down hardly for 10 minutes and we were at his home. And what a beautiful house he had. He had a American wife, 2 lovely kids, and of course a great big dog, a typical thing to make an entire family sort of a thing. And to beat it all, his American wife had cooked dhansa for dinner, knowing that these Bawajis had come from bloody Bombay. So these are some of my memories from my trip. Now, coming back to this thing after the dinner, when we were sitting down with some liqueurs, and it was a very la-di-la place. And I asked him, I said, what do you do, Mr. Tata? And he said, well, he was a big shot, kind of. He didn't say it, but it sounded like a big shot accountant or whatever. And he was also on the local council, and he was very busy clearing up the areas after the destruction of this hurricane and stuff like that. So immediately I butt in and I said, sir, if you can help us out in this Myrtle Beach Center. He said, yeah, sure. Just give me a call and I'll do it. I'll arrange for it. So next morning, promptly, yours truly walks into Apri. Who's that lady I said? The one who gave us chocolates?
Kitty Davis.
Kitty Davis, yeah. I walked into her this thing office and I said, I'm sorry to bother you, blah, blah, blah. But here is a contact. And if you can call him up, this guy is in the local council or whatever, and he will send all his troop, his men, and clear up all the mess that you want to be cleared up. And Kitty was over the moon. She said, my God. And she's telling me, she says, see the way Baba works. He gives you a parcel to be brought from India to somebody here who lives just across the road kind of thing. And we don't know him. And you make the connect. And then he is so capable and influential or whatever in the local council. And he will be coming over and helping us. This is how Baba works. And I will be ever so grateful to Baba for having chosen us, Darabsa and myself, for having done this little bit to enhance the glory of this place called Myrtle Beach. Avtar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Anybody else wants to say anything or? Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Thank you so
If,
much, Baba.
if anyone's there are a lot of facilities available. If anybody wants to go, as soon as they land up there, if they want, you can rent a car and then you can go. If not, there are people who charge a nominal fee, and then they take you on the way. They take you for your grocery shopping, because you have to cook your own food. So they do all that for a nominal fee. So you're not lost there.
Before I end, since I couldn't find any better singers, you will have to bear with me when I try to sing Ustad Dhanyavad. Is that okay by everybody, or should we close it without singing?
No, sing.
Sing,
Please
sing.
sing.
Ten, 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 ten.
Wait a minute. Sam, just a minute. Let me close my ears, and then you can start singing.
How wicked.
Ram, friends like you, who needs enemies, yeah?
I know. I do it only with you, Sam.
It's good to have honest
kidding.
enemies than dishonest friends.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, Sam, go ahead.
Dhanyavad, Ustad 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 Dhanyavad. Folks, this is to thank Baba, to thank him for all that he has done for us so far in our lives and brought us this far. Oh Meher, Dhanyavad Meher, Dhanyavad Meher, Dhanyavad Meher, oh Meher,
धन्यवाद मेहर धन्यवाद मेहर धन्यवाद मेहर उस्ताद धन्यवाद उस्ताद धन्यवाद उस्ताद धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद
जय बाबा
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Sam,
Thank
jammed
you.
again?